my heartbeat clicking through the clouds in my head. Pixel raindrops on the glass, candy icons in the taskbar. Every folder is a last year, I can't help but open them. In my acrylic sky, on my screen, chrome blue waves in a lime green sea. When the world goes flat and gray on me, I tap back into you, back into you. Neon grass and a rainfall theme, soft gradients where the real should be. If it's all just interface, I'm free. I log back into you, back into you. Pop-up planets in the wallpaper, little orbits in the screensaver. We were dancing in the vapor, laughing in a loading bar. Half asleep on the homepage, typing secrets in a status. Every glitch in our old chats, still lighting up the dark. In my acrylic sky, on my screen, chrome blue waves in a lime green sea. When the world goes flat and gray on me, I tap back into you, back into you. Neon grass and a rainfall theme, soft gradients where the real should be. If it's all just interface, I'm free. I log back into you, back into you, back into you.
Sunburned arm on the window, we missed the sign for the toll. You laugh, said we'll go wherever they let a couple of weirdos roll. Maps curled up on the back seat, your mixtape chewing the tape. You turned it up till it crackled, said, this is how we escape. Every red light felt like a drum fill, every green meant run. You shouted out the words you half knew, I swore that was the one. Yeah, backseat stereo dream, singing way off key, still a scream. Hands out, ride in the wind, like we'd never come back again. Backseat stereo dream, heart loud, louder than it seemed. Turn it up, let it all bleed. Backseat stereo dream. Pulled in late at the diner, fries and a watered down Coke. You drew a heart on the napkin, I kept it crumpled and soaked. We danced outside in the parking lot, headlights flickering time. Your shoes slipped, we started laughing. You kissed me right on the line. Every joke we told felt immortal, every glance a spark. We didn't know what we were chasing, just racing through the dark. Oh, backseat stereo
face lipstick like a bloodstain. Wallet full of heartbreak, I don't even know their last names. Silver rings, clicking on the glass rim. Crosses on my collarbone, bless me for my past sins. That's their mascara like a bruise mark. Laughing in the bathroom, pretty when it's too dark. You pray, I play in the graveyard. Got my name in the stone like a calling card. Midnight mascara, running like these boys. Look, heart so heavy, make the whole room stuck. Boots on the table, saints in the gutter. I'm your favorite nightmare, your mother's favorite rumor. Midnight mascara, drip drip, can't clean up. Kiss of the curse, you the next one struck. Kiss of the curse, you the next one struck. Chain, choke a neck like a halter. You talk tough, but your voice gets softer. Black cat, purring in my backpack. You a quick text on my lifelong flashback. Laugh low while you flex that ego. You a side quest, I'm the final ego. Kendo X, running down the back gate. You blow smoke, I just watch your handshake. Midnight mascara, running like these boys. Look, her heart so heavy, make the whole room stuck. Boots on the table, saints in the gutter. I'm your favorite nightmare, your mother's favorite rumor. Midnight mascara, drip drip, can't clean up. Kiss of the curse, you the next one struck. Kiss of the curse, you the next one struck.
Crumbs on the seat, maps in a heap. Sun on the dash, coffee gone weak. You hum off key, hand out the window. We miss our exit, laugh like it's an intro. Roll the windows down, let the miles rush in. Every little town feels brand new again. We don't need a plan just to take.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
November 82372, cleared to 44 November via radar vectors, veers as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Frequency out 125.35, expecting runway 20372.
Clearance on request. Stand by. Citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Westfield ground, clear to Myrtle Beach via the Sum 1 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 3,000. Expect flight level 43010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.
Oh my god, I just realized I've been muted this whole time. Unbelievable. Isn't that some shit? How about that? Interesting. I wonder if I've really been muted that whole time. Can I go back and look at that? Hell yeah, I was muted that whole time. I'm so sorry. Wow. Okay, very fun. So you got to silently... you kind of got to silently watch me get the plane ready. Sorry about that. Anyway, so hello then. Cleared to Myrtle Beach via Thumb 1 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 3,000, expecting flight level 43010 minutes after departure, on frequency 25.35, squawking 4323, expecting runway 15, Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha. Anyway, sorry, so you missed the whole, beginning of that whole thing because I'm an idiot and forgot to unmute my microphone.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, read back correct.
So, of course, you missed me chatting with ATC, starting the plane up, explaining everything we were doing. That's hugely embarrassing. Great. All right. So, now that you're just joining me in progress, we are getting our clearances from ATC and communicating with ground to push, or well, I don't have to push back because I'm facing the taxiway,
Hey
but
folks,
engine start.
welcome on our trip to Myrtle Beach. I'm Emma, and I'll be looking after you today. Please take your seats and stow any hand luggage safely. If you need anything, just let me know. Thank you for flying with us.
Awesome. So, yeah, man, that's embarrassing. I forgot to unmute the mic. Anyway, so now we're going to talk to ground and start our engines and get going here. Westfield ground, Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha. We are ready for engine start.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Engine start approved.
Copy that. Thank you. Engine start approved. Cessna 8 Romeo Alpha. Alright, so you missed the whole thing about starting the APU, but now we're going to start the engines. We're actually kind of close. Are we close to this building? I actually don't care, I guess. Alright. So we'll give that a minute to start that engine. We are looking for 18 on the N1% here for a good engine start. Oh, close enough. Okay. Good engine start on left. And we're looking for 18 on the right engine. I wonder how long it would have gone until I noticed that I had my microphone off if I hadn't checked. Ah, man. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so 18.1 on both. Good engine start. So we can shut the APU off now. APU being the auxiliary power unit down here. Provides electricity to the plane while the main engines are off. So it sounded like ATC actually gave me 3,000 initial altitude. I thought it would be 5. So we'll knock that down a little bit. Turn on takeoff throttle mode. Heading. ANAV, FLC. Okay. All that looks good. We got a good engine start. So let's ask for taxi. Westfield ground citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We have a good engine start. Request taxi to runway 15 for takeoff.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, runway 15 taxi via Alpha.
Runway 15 taxi via Alpha, citation 8 Romeo Alpha, thank you. Alright, so there is our taxi. It looks like we got this cute little citation. 172 right here. Let's wait and see what he's going to do before I take off. I'll let him go first. Come on, 172. What are you doing, buddy? Are you coming this way? That looks terrible, doesn't it? It's because he's so far away. This is maximum zoom. I mean, to be honest, he's really not that far away. If you look at the map on your lower right, he's actually pretty close. But man, that's terrible. Props aren't spinning. I wonder if they'll spin when they get closer. No. Okay. Stop. Hammer time. What are you doing, bud? Just gonna stop there. Fine. I'm just gonna go then. I'll be honest, I'm not. I'm here for the immersion, but if you're just gonna fucking chill right in the middle of the road, what else am I supposed to do? All right, so give it a little bit of throttle there to get her moving.
Folks,
maybe
getting underway
maybe he's waiting for me.
So please make sure your seatbelt is fastened.
That'd be crazy.
And any loose items are
because I did
secured.
get clearance before.
I'll now go through some important safety information.
All right, listen to Emma.
Pay close
She's giving you some
attention,
safety
as
information.
It's essential for everyone's safety. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle until you hear a click. To tighten, pull on the strap. To release, lift the buckle. Remember to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever the sign is illuminated. If we need to use oxygen masks, they will drop.
He was waiting for me, by the way. As you can see, he's moving again on the map. It's because I got clearance and was prepped to go.
Secure your own mask before assisting others. In case of an emergency, please leave all personal belongings behind and follow my instructions. Thank you for your attention, and let's have a great flight.
Alright, everybody, give it up for Emma. She's our AI flight attendant. She is actually part of the...
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact tower on 125.075, take care.
Tower on 125.075, thank you very much. We'll see you on the other side. Citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Alright, cool. So, here is Alpha for 15, so we're going to drop right here. Wait, is that... Hang on. I can't see, and I'm not familiar with the airport. Is there another hold short for this? No, this is it. Okay. Sorry, coughing. Westfield Towers, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are holding short at Alpha for runway 15 for takeoff.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Westfield Tower, runway 15, winds 120 at 9er, gusting 15, RNAV goats cleared for takeoff.
Runway 15, winds 120 at 9, gusting 15, RNAV goats cleared for takeoff. Citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Have a great time. We'll see you next time.
Year 14, dew point -5. Altimeter 3035. Density altitude -200 feet. Advise on initial contact you have information Bravo. Westfield Barnes Regional Airport, information Bravo. 1953 Zulu.
Alright, I made a mistake. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I know, no takeoff. I know! I know! Please give me just a second. Okay. Whew, I'm an ass. I just stop there for a second. You're gonna get Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo? Yeah, man. I mean, what else do you go to Myrtle Beach for, right? I mean, why else would you go? Especially this, spring break time. And off we go.
Skylane 550 ready for straight out departure. Skylane 550 winds 160 at 12, runway 15 cleared for takeoff.
Departure citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are with you at 3,000 feet.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Bradley departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 320, turn right heading 195, vectors to Goats, then on course.
Climb and maintain flight level 320, turn right heading 195, vectors Goats, then on course, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Leaving Massachusetts behind. Goodbye, Massachusetts.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, direct Goats, then as filed, please.
Direct Goats, then as filed, citation 8 Romeo Alpha, thank you. Why is this thing barely working sometimes? The fuck? The camera control in this is bonkers. Flight Sim 2024 looks great, but boy is it buggy. Well, looking great is, I guess, a little subjective. Some of this is still kind of pretty whack.
The use of approved electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. Cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for flying with us.
Alright, so let's see. Flight software showing an hour and 20 minutes, hour 28 minutes until touchdown, so that 1.5 hours was a good guess. Or, alternatively, I planned the flight ahead of time. Let's see, let's zoom out a little bit. So, Take a look at the grand scheme of things. We've got an hour and a half ahead of us, all the way down to KMYR. And we're climbing through the sky up to, I believe our ceiling is 43,000 feet today, so we will be just about the highest thing.
Citation 8, Romeo Alpha, contact Boston Center on 125.575.
Boston Center on 25.575, Cessna 8 Romeo Alpha. Boston Center, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are with you, flight level 187 through flight level 320.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Boston Center, good evening.
It's sad she didn't say Boston Center. Alright, 20,000 feet. Give a little zoom out here on the GPS so you can kind of get a sense of where you're at. Are you going to get Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo? You're
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, climb and maintain flight level 400.
Climb and maintain flight level 400, citation 8 Romeo Alpha.
Boston Center, WestJet 133, 15,000, climbing 29,000.
WestJet 133, Boston Center, good evening.
Oh, shit. Boy, am I a dummy once in a while. I take off in manual speed mode, because the FMS assigned speed for takeoff is way too fast. Like 200 knots, which is insane. Nobody hits 200 knots in this plane before you leave the tarmac. That just doesn't happen. So I manually set my takeoff speed to like 165, and then I forgot to change back to the FMS speed, which is fine in the air, just faulty when taking off. And so we were accidentally doing like 180 knots because the plane was struggling to go any slower.
Maintain 15,000 feet, altimeter
But
30.
now we can do full speed there, 270 knots at this altitude. Flight Sim makes good use of screen space ambient occlusion. If you see the screens reflecting in the HUD up there, but you notice that as the screen goes off screen, it disappears off of the glass because it's not true ray tracing. But it is a really clever approximation. I mean, who looks straight up at the HUD? And this plane, the HUD doesn't work in this plane. For the sim, none of the HUD works, unfortunately.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, climb and maintain flight level 430.
Climb and maintain flight level 430, citation 8 Romeo Alpha, thank you. Alright, flight level 430, aka 43,000 feet, means we will definitely be, okay, I'll put it this way. Unless the US military is out having some fun, which is entirely possible if you look at our flight route, we will be the highest thing in the sky today. Passenger, well, I shouldn't say that so definitively. It's possible that we could see like a G700 or a G9. What is that? I forget, the Gulfstream. There's a couple planes that can do a little bit higher than us. I think they can do flight level 500. Hell, now that I think about it, I think the slightly newer model of this plane, the Latitude, I think can do flight level 500. This one tops out at flight level 450 or 45,000 feet. Alright, big slow turn here. As I mentioned, actually when it was muted and you guys couldn't hear because I'm a dipshit, we have banking turned on, so the plane makes great big slow banks.
Delta 6790 heavy.
For comfort, you see.
To flight level 160.
Alright, so check it out down there. We've got the very ends of, what do you call it, Manhattan Island? Or Long Island, I mean. Sorry, I'm an idiot. The very ends of Long Island down there. Very nice area. Beautiful area, actually. Lots of rich people on Long Island. Once we hit cruise altitude, I'll put it in exterior mode a little bit more, but during the climb I like to see the inside of the plane while we're flying. It's a beautiful afternoon for flying. A little bit of clouds, not too bad. Nothing super high up. I'm going to turn on the weather radar here. Oh, is it already on? No, okay. So let me we'll put the map on here. And we'll put the
FedEx 2026 Heavy, Boston Center, good evening.
We'll turn the weather radar on over here. I'm sad that the weather radar is only so basic on the Garmin 3000 in this game. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a problem, but we'll just have that set up for in case it is later. Just remember, kids, flying is always about safety, like paramount, beyond everything else, because I'll be frank, there's no surviving a fall at this height. I mean, we're already 38,000 feet in the air, and we're going to get to 43,000. Portions of the time will be over water after we cross over Long Island. I'm hoping I really don't like being out of the cockpit during climb, but I also really want you guys, yeah, I know, resource usage is pretty fucking heavy, but I really want you guys to get to see Long Island in New York from outside the plane. It's gorgeous. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. In fact, I'm going to grab a screenshot real quick and probably kill everything on my computer. Even though this is a 2PC streaming solution, it still takes a beating from flight sim and all the telemetry bullshit. Yeah, look at that. now that the cloud's clear. Beautiful. Excuse me. Banking mode, it shouldn't be turning that sharp. That's a little bit much with banking on. Just gotta say. Little bit much there. Beautiful. Look at that. God, I love Flight Simulator. It's absolutely the only game I need. We're about 3,000 feet from our cruise altitude. Emma will be on to say more to you as we get up there. Unfortunately, we're not going to get close enough to see New York City in any detail. As you can see, our flight route actually goes out over the ocean and doesn't come back really until Philadelphia. So you're gonna have to look at New York from afar, enjoy Long Island from close, sort of close, 50,000 feet away, 41,000 feet away, I should say. I'd show you the inside. You see the inside again. Unfortunately, for the pilot, this is about the best view you get during climb. It gets a little bit better once you're all the way up. The plane evens out a little bit. But while you're in climb, you don't get to see this kind of shit. Can you imagine having two beaches? There's Long Island, right, which has a beach, and then you look out, and then there's another beach that's just all beach and some trees and shit, and some buildings. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't think I've ever been to Long Island. Maybe. You know what? I think I've been to Long Island in passing. Crossed through Long Island over there at the very end of it. Passing through. Kind of. Anyway. Very cool. Looks wonderful. That beep you heard a minute ago was telling us that we were 1,000 feet from our altitude, and I think we've hit it, right? Yeah, we're just rolling over it now. Cool.
Dear guests, I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. I'll be starting our snack and beverage service shortly, featuring some of our popular items like the gourmet cheese platter and refreshing fruit juices. After the service, I'll also have some selections from our shop available for you. Thank you for flying with us.
Alright, we'll zoom out a little bit so you can see more of our flight route, if you catch a glimpse of that screen. And here we are at altitude. Now, I know it looks like I don't have a co-pilot, but trust me, I actually do. She's just invisible. Her name is Janet. Hey Janet, how you doing? She's also AI powered, so it'll take her a second to respond.
I'm doing well, Jack. Just cruising along at 3,000 feet, like a bird that forgot how to land. How about you?
Oh, not bad. We're streaming live on YouTube with all of our friends of Jack Lane and Hammer Lane Airlines.
Oh, streaming live, are we? It's like being on a reality show, but with fewer dramatic pauses and more clouds. Just make sure we don't get any turbulence, or it'll be like a shaky cam scene from a horror movie.
Yeah, we don't want that. We'll try to avoid the turbulence. Hey, do you want anything from Emma?
Oh, turbulence is like the airplane's way of doing a little dance in the sky. As for Emma, I'm good, thanks. Just cruising along here.
Alright, she doesn't want anything. Generally, Emma would be offering us drinks by now, but she must be busy with the 5 passengers in the back. So I'm going to have a cigarette now that we're done the takeoff and climb procedure. And in order to have a cigarette, we're going to give Janet the radios, which you'll hear a tone for here in a second. And that means Janet's now controlling the radio. We'll put it in exterior view so you can enjoy New York and New Jersey's waterfront. And I'm going to have a cigarette real quick. So I'll be right back.
Romeo Alpha, contact Washington Center on
Hey, Captain
128.3.
Jack, would you like anything to drink or a small snack?
Contacting Washington Center on 1.
I got back just in time to catch Janet's message, or Emma's message there. Yeah, Emma, bring me a, you know what kind of drink I like, bring it.
Understood, Captain. I'll bring your drink now.
Hey, Janet, I'll take over the radios.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Good evening at flight level 430. All right, Jack. Radios are all yours. Just like passing the baton in a relay race, but with less running and more sitting.
Cutting commentary there, Janet.
208 Romeo Alpha, Washington Center. Good evening.
See, the only thing about flying south on the East Coast is the pilot's view is ocean, while the co-pilot's view is land. It's okay. We can fix that. If I remember how. Yeah, we can sit in the co-pilot's chair and look outside at New Jersey. New Jersey. Wonderful, right? Wonderful New Jersey. What's that? I'm not sure what that is. Is that Atlantic City? From what I understand, Atlantic City barely exists. I haven't been in quite some time. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I like browsing X while I fly
Captain,
sometimes.
I have your drink ready.
Citation X225,
Would you like to hear a bit
contact
more about
Washington
the
Center on
storyline we discussed earlier?
133.125.
Is he going
Over to
for me?
Washington Center on 133.125.
What storyline did we discuss earlier? I don't know what she's talking about.
Understood, Captain. I will check on that and report back shortly.
47.280.
Oh, okay. What did she say? I thought she said any more about the storyline we discussed earlier, but I don't know what the hell she's talking about. She isn't that kind of AI that you can just have like conversations with like that. She's Emma is very much on rails.
Delta 1567, descend and maintain flight level 230, cleared for the Deer Park arrival into Bradley.
Down to flight level 230. Cleared for the Deer Park arrival into Bradley, Delta 1567.
looking at X, and there's a post where somebody posted an image of Claude ending a chat because the user was being too abusive. LLMs who turned down the losers. That's funny. Without having much of a chat or an audience to talk about aviation to, and while flying something so advanced as the oh my god, Jesus, I didn't realize that the pilot model would show up while I'm in the co-pilot seat. That's disturbing. I don't like that. Anyway, without an audience, and in such an advanced aircraft like the Citation, there's not a lot to talk about. Like in something lower tech, we could chat about some of the few things you need to do while you're flying. But once you're in cruise, the Citation pretty much flies itself. Oh my lord, the Sabrina Carpenter thing. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's been on my timeline all day today. That was a sharp turn for having a bank on. Oh, that was a cool view of the beach. Come back. I think it's interesting that the exterior beach on Cape May, like the beach facing the ocean, looks like it's more developed than the beach facing New Jersey. But then again, can you blame them? Let's be honest here. Would you rather enjoy the beach looking at New Jersey across the bay, or would you rather enjoy the beach looking at the ocean? Although I'm going to be honest, having never been to Cape May, having never been to the beach at Cape May, I really am curious about that little tip there. That's what she said. About the area where it's like beach and bay. I wonder what the waves are like. Very curious. I'm a big fan of the beach, although I haven't spent a ton of time there. I know, you're probably thinking a vampire who's a big fan of the beach. That doesn't make a ton of sense. Listen, I'm going to let you in on a secret. It's also a beach at night. How about that? Anyway, yeah, the Sabrina Carpenter thing, absolutely crazy. That's your culture? I don't like that.
Good evening.
Oh, there's some things I wish I could unread on Twitter. Fable is delayed till later in 2026. Japanese are so weird. I love them, but gosh. X never fail to amuse the hell out of me. Some guy posts, does the president realize that there is another body of water that borders Iran on the other side of the country with shipping access directly to Russia, Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Kazakhstan? It's called the Caspian Sea. With what fucking oil tankers? There's no oil tankers on the Caspian Sea. And one simply does not move an oil tanker across the entire country of Iran. So, what exactly is the plan there? Very interesting. Very interesting. Today I learned, and you would think I would know this, but I'm not actually that old, that varsity, depending on how you like to say that word, and how your speech has evolved, varsity is a 17th century British slang shortening of university originating from an era when ER was commonly pronounced as AR. University. Varsity. British is funny, isn't it? University.
United 996 with you, descending to altitude 8,000.
United 996, contact New York approach on 128.125.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, I'll call
What
your
the
descent
fuck?
in roughly 20 minutes.
What the fuck kind of accent was that? Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, Washington Center, descent in roughly 20 minutes, thank you. Fucking accent was that shit? Oh well. It's supposed to have regional accents where you're flying, and I'm guessing that when you're flying in the United States, it's just all, you know, whatever accent. All of them. That's true. Mozilla's complaining that Microsoft is retreading on their behavior that got them sued in the 90s. Was it the 90s? During the browser wars. If you remember,
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact Washington.
I wish you would shut up. I'm trying to tell a story. Washington Center on 35.275, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Thank you. Fuck. Washington Center, citation 208 Romeo Alpha, with you at flight level 430. Anyway, hold on, I gotta wait for the response.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Washington Center, good evening.
Oh my god. Okay, gotta knock it off with that damn mute button. Anyway, way back in the day, Windows came pre-installed with Internet Explorer, and only Internet Explorer, and this made lots of people very unhappy because.
Can I get that frequency again for citation 1 Alpha Mike, please?
Dude, look at
Citation
your
1
fucking
Alpha Mike,
text
contact
screen.
Washington
Anyway,
Center on 132.025.
people argued that it wasn't fair, it wasn't kind for
American 1913,
for Windows
contact Philadelphia approach
to
on
come with
123.6.
Internet Explorer because it was unfair competition to other browsers. At the time, that essentially just included Netscape Navigator. And so Microsoft was sued. I don't remember. Was it Netscape that sued them? I don't remember. Anyway, Microsoft was sued, and from then on, they included, I believe, Netscape. The Windows I was using at the time didn't get updated. I think it was probably 95. So I did not have Netscape. At least it didn't come with Netscape, I'll put it that way. I did have Netscape Navigator. It just didn't come with Windows. But I think Windows 98. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Mozilla is accusing Microsoft of engaging in the same behavior that they did then with regard to Copilot. Having a dedicated Copilot key on new Windows laptops. Having Copilot baked into the start bar and Office 365 and the taskbar, the start menu. And their argument is that with all of this deep integration of Copilot, it's anti-competitive for other AI companies, which, I'll be honest, I find to be an interesting point to make, perhaps. I don't know, does Mozilla have their own AI? Or, do we have a nice view out of the front yet? Not exactly. I'll put it in third person when I go to enjoy a cigarette here in a moment. Anyway, does Mozilla have their own AI? That they're concerned for the competition of?
Washington Center, Blue Street, 5143, 17,000.
Perhaps they're a partner with OpenAI.
5143, radar contact.
Anyway, I'm going to go grab a cigarette before we start our descent in about 20 minutes. I know he said 20 minutes earlier ago, but it's going to be a little longer than that. I actually think it's going to be closer to 25 minutes. Anyway, let us go have this cigarette. We'll be right back. Janet is in control of the radios. Alright, I'm back, and I see that I have missed nothing from ATC. ATC has been quiet the whole time I was gone. That's nice. Let's see, let's recalibrate Warudo here real quick. Every time I get up, Warudo spazzes out a little bit. Alright, since we are getting into descent territory, let's go back to our own seat here. More specifically, our pilot view. Now that we're a little over land, the pilot view isn't so bad. Nice clouds. Let's see. Let's look real quick. I want to see a vertical scan real quick. Oh, turn on Dingleberry. Standby. No, turn on. Oh. Display. Okay. Nothing? Okay. It looks like there might be something up there in our descent path, but perhaps not. Let's turn the radar back off. Put that back full screen. Zoom in a little bit. Whoop, wrong way. They reversed the direction of the zoom scroll between Flight Sim 2020 and 2024. So I perpetually zoom out.
Washington Center,
when I mean to zoom in, zoom in when I mean to zoom out. Anyway, where were we?
Good evening.
Oh, right. We wanted to look at the flight plan. And look. Do we have any... Jesus, no, okay. There is no altitudes programmed whatsoever. So we're going to call Wilms at, let's say, 20,000 feet. And until we get more information, that's where it's going to have to be. I'm not even going to turn VPath on quite yet. I'll worry about that if we get a little bit closer. Where is it? Okay, it's showing descent after a little further. Right? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Let's put in the VPath. Oh, you know what, actually? We're not going to get an arrival, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just descend manually, I don't fucking care. Wink up a little bit, so you can see the clouds better. Look at all the farmland here in Virginia and crossing into North Carolina. Actually, we're pretty firmly in North Carolina. Virginia's back there. Like, where that kind of biggish cloud right there, I think that's around the border between Virginia and North Carolina. Enjoy some exterior view before we start our descent. I'm waiting for the GPU warning. Too many resources. I am doing a lot. We're broadcasting 2 of my screens to another computer over network, running Flight Sim, running 2 different telemetry apps, StreamerBot, a GPS locator that's resoluting GPS coordinates from the game into an actual location, and the AI ATC system, and a web browser so I can look at X while I'm streaming. So this computer is loaded, and then the other PC is actually a clone. It's the exact same computer, and it's running Warudo, Meld, Elgato, Stream Deck software. OBS for the ambient lighting that you see on the Vtuber avatar. It's running a bunch of shit too. And so both computers get quite warm.
Center on 128.525.
Quite warm. Okay, hold on, that was for me. Washington Center on 28.525, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Washington Center, citation 208 Romeo Alpha, we're with you at flight level 430. Oh, did you catch that?
Citation 208
Yeah, okay.
Romeo Alpha, Washington Center, good evening.
Westfield Center, Delta 5, which you had flight level 340.
5 Washington Center, good evening.
Good evening, Washington Center, Southwest 30, with you, flight level 370.
Washington Center, good evening.
Washington Center, Delta 1564, flight level 350.
Delta 1564, Washington Center, good evening.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Washington Center, Delta 1346, sending via the Coles One arrival.
Let's see, the ATC app is telling, it's always a little bit early. It's telling me 4 minutes for descent. The flight planner you see on the right hand side, bottom right of your screen, is telling me 10 minutes.
3657. Westwind 3657, contact Potomac
And
approach
the
on
flight computer
132.85.
is,
132.85 for Westwind 3657.
the flight computer
Westwind
is
3657,
probably
descend and maintain 14,000
agreeing with the AI program.
Then
I
maintain
think the flight planner is wrong.
14,000 feet, Westwind 3657.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Washington Center, Global Wire 1721, maintaining flight level 200, heading 060, QNH 3048, expecting the RNAV runway 23 left.
Global Air 1721, Heavy, Washington Center, good evening.
Orcas are crazy, man. Looking at a video on X of an orca swimming next to a human but not harming them. Absolutely nuts. What crazy creatures.
Washington Center, American 2669, at flight level 370.
American 2669, Washington Center, good evening. Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, whenever you'd like, descend and maintain flight level 300.
Descend and maintain flight level 300 at my discretion, thank you. So, given that I received discretion, I'm going to hold off a little bit. We're going to set up.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha,
Nope,
descend
never
and
mind.
maintain 12,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Citation 8 Romeo Alpha. It's a little early for that. Like about 2,000 feet. What the fuck am I at here? 2,000. You hear the engines throttling down, probably. We'll start to lose a little bit of speed.
Folks, we have left our cruising altitude and are starting our approach to Myrtle Beach. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you.
Washington Center, Southwest 3431, with you, flight level 370.
Southwest 3431, Washington Center, good evening.
I was thinking about starting to fly bigger jets on stream from time to time, like perhaps the Boeing 787. I wonder if I'd get more of a crowd or audience if I flew something like that. Although, here's my perception as a flight simmer, and although I haven't been Vtubing flight sim for very long, I've been streaming flight sim in some capacity, off and on for 2 or 3 years, and most streamers and a lot of people playing flight sim are flying the heavies, 787s, Airbuses, big Boeings, things like that. And so I wonder that if I were to just switch over, if I were to switch over to them, I would just be part of the crowd, but that's what the crowd seems to enjoy viewership in. Whereas flying the Citation and occasionally the 208, which are the 208's a turboprop with propellers, and the Citation, the jet that we're currently flying, little jet. Maybe people don't fly those on stream because that's not what people want to watch. I'm not sure. I see what happened. We passed into a different speed zone at altitude. And so the plane's dropping horizontal speed before it can start dropping vertical speed again. Right? What happened there? No, I want you to flight level change to 12,000 feet. Why aren't you doing it? Interesting. There we go. Oh, you know what? It's because I have VNav on. And so VNav was paying attention to, right, I understand what happened now. I had VNav set at Williams to 20,000 feet. And so it wasn't going to descend past 20,000 feet until I crossed Williams. They should have given me a barometer, but they didn't. So let me...
Initial contact, you have information, Charlie.
3036.
Myrtle Beach International Airport. Information, Charlie. 2153 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 18. Wind...
Shit, that's the wrong channel. I'm looking for... shit, hell, damn. Damn it. I need,
Altimeter 3036.
Nope.
Density altitude.
I need 128525. There we go. Hey. Anyway.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, expect the ILS runway 18 approach into Myrtle Beach.
Expecting ILS runway 18 approach into Myrtle Beach, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Alright, cool, let's program that in. ILS 18. Williams is actually our last.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact Wilmington approach on 135.75.
Wilmington approach on 13575, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Wilmington approach, citation 208 Romeo Alpha, with you at 12,000 feet, descending, wanting to descend for the ILS runway 18 approach into Myrtle Beach.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, descend at your discretion. Expect the ILS runway 18 approach into Myrtle Beach.
Descend at my discretion, expecting ILS runway 18 approach into Myrtle Beach, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Give me 1 second here. We gotta check something. Oh, that's right. I hate this approach from Myrtle Beach. God damn it. That's fine. Fuck it. We'll be fine. That, however, wasn't fine. Lights just dimmed pretty heavy.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. These guys are killing me. ATC can be a little neurotic at times, as you see. Descend at your discretion. Actually, descend and maintain 6,000. That kind of thing can happen if somebody came into the airspace, or something happened that they need to plan for. They might want me at a different altitude. Actually, it looks like the computer is going to be smart about how it does this approach. We'll see. I'm not completely faithful, but we'll see. This approach is a major pain in the butthole. I don't like it. What did I set? Did I set
Folks, we're starting our final approach into Myrtle Beach.
Petty as
Please
the
turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your seats are in the upright position. Our assigned gate is parking stand 1. The weather in Myrtle Beach is clear, with a temperature of 24
Petty is
degrees
the
Celsius.
initial
Thank
fix.
you for flying with us.
What the hell is CRE? Oh, that's for, okay. Man, we'll see. I don't know about this one. Trying to get a handle on what the hell it's trying to do here. I'll be honest, I almost hope they vector me. I usually get annoyed when ATC wants to give me a bunch of vectors, because it's not as reliable while vectoring. It's not as reliable while vectoring, so I usually get annoyed, but I really don't like this approach into Myrtle Beach. I'll be honest, I don't know why I picked it. It's a really sharp, like 90-degree turn at the initial fix for the ILS. And the initial fix is pretty close to the initial fix is pretty close to the runway. So what it looks like is that the plane's computer is going to turn around. It's going to do a loop to get the ILS, whereas my flight planner is a little more basic about things. I mean, this plane can certainly handle that approach. It would be a little radical. That 90-degree turn right there, it could handle it. But I don't know. I might let the plane do its thing. See what the hell happens here. I usually don't let.
Romeo Alpha, turn right heading 270.
Yep, here we go.
The ILS runway 18 approach.
Turn right heading 270, vectors for the ILS runway 18 approach, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. What did he fucking say? 270. That's fine. We'll let him vector me. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, since we're doing... Ooh, oh my god. I was zoomed way the fuck out. Since we're doing vectors now, we'll switch nav source over to the localizer. And it's runway 18. So we're going to make sure nav Nav 1 is set to 109.5. Let me just make sure. 109.5. Excellent. Make sure everything's set, because again, aircraft and aviation is about safety. You don't survive even this altitude, to be honest. Even we're at 6,000 feet. You don't survive this if you fall out of the sky. So that's the pain in the ass part about flying. Is basically any altitude after takeoff is pretty much fatal. But anyway, so what's going to happen here is they're going to give us vectors. In real life, vectoring is used to how do you say it? It's used to make sure aircraft don't hit each other. I'll be honest, I don't see anything. I don't see anything else in the area, really. So they could just be vectoring me because, like I said, that approach is a little bit of a pain in the ass, that 90-degree turn. So they're going to give me a wider berth to do it, as you can kind of see on your GPS screen. In the lower right, they're sending me out wider. I did expect a little bit of a slowdown coming into Myrtle Beach. So it's not a huge deal. We kind of accounted for this. I'm going to put their ATIS on the other channel. 123.925.
NE8.
Just to check on 3036 for the altimeter. Am I still good on that? No, hell no I'm not. Shit. So yeah, I'm almost 150 feet high because my altimeter was off. See, they never gave me the altimeter, which I'll be honest is kind of on me. I should have checked the ATIS as I was coming in. I did not. But generally, in my experience, ATC will give you the barometer when you're expecting to cross the threshold.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact Myrtle Beach approach on 119.2.
Myrtle Beach approach on 119.2, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Myrtle Beach approach, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are heading 270 at 6,000 feet for the localizer runway 18 at Myrtle Beach.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Myrtle Beach approach. Good evening, Myrtle Beach, altimeter 3036.
Myrtle Beach approaches. United Niner Uniform Alpha, request clears to land.
United Niner Uniform Alpha, cleared approach Myrta.
Clear to land on Myrtle Beach Airport.
Foreigner.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, descend and maintain 3,000 feet, turn left heading 240.
Turn left heading 240, descend, maintain 3,000 feet, citation 8 Romeo Alpha.
Direct Rapids, that is filed, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, climb and maintain flight level 270.
I think the localizer's backwards in this thing. This is going to be fun.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, proceed direct PD. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 approach.
Descend and maintain 2,000 until on localizer. Cleared ILS runway 18 direct PD.
Down to 1,000 feet, 3005.
Honda Jet 906 Lima, expect the RNAV runway 22 approach into Fayetteville.
RNAV 22 into Fayetteville for 96 Lima.
Honda Jet 906 Lima, descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Myrtle Beach departure, Pilato November 850 Hotel Papa, 2,100, climbing for 4,000, runway heading.
Latest November 850 Hotel Papa, Myrtle Beach departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 370, turn left heading 330, vectors to El Cape, then on course.
Left heading 330, climb and maintain flight level 370, then proceed on course, Pilato November 850 Hotel Papa. Fly maintain flight level 410, Pilato November 850 Hotel Papa.
Latest 0 Hotel Papa, contact Jacksonville Center on 135.05.
135.05, Pilato November 850 Hotel Papa.
Oops, I should have turned landing lights on a while ago. My bad. Landing is generally considered a high activity time for the pilot and the co-pilot, but I'm doing this alone, so no co-pilot. I mean, there's a co-pilot, but she's virtual and she's AI. She can't do all of the things that you would like her to do. Therefore, I'm doing it alone. But pilot is very busy during landing procedures, so apologies, a little non-talkative while we're working here. Especially, what's interesting is flying in a very advanced plane is easy because much of it is
Romeo
automated.
Alpha, contact Myrtle Beach Tower on 128.45 when established.
Myrtle Beach Tower on 28.45, citation 8 Romeo Alpha, thank you. When you're flying a plane like this, most of it's like easy automatic. But landing, you gotta program a bunch of shit, punch a bunch of buttons. Myrtle Beach Tower, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are with you 2,000 feet, inbound ILS localizer, runway 15, or 18.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Myrtle Beach Tower, roger, continue approach runway 18.
Alright, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? That's where we're going. Anyway, plane basically flies itself in a lot of cases. When you're landing, you do got to program a bunch of shit, change a bunch of buttons and that kind of thing. But otherwise, pretty easy automatic. The more basic your plane, the more work you have to do.
1106, runway 18, cleared to land.
Winds 110 at 6, runway 18, cleared to land, citation 8 Romeo Alpha. So like something like a Cessna 172 is very involved in flying, especially if you don't have the G1000 model that has screens. If you're using the steam gauge version, very involved to fly. Whereas if you are flying the Boeing 787, it flies itself the entire time. If you program everything, depending on your takeoff and your landing, once you program everything in, it can take off, fly the entire route, and then land again without you ever needing to do anything but change the altitude switch. That's it. Last moments here, coming in over Myrtle Beach. Wow, is that construction? No, it's just old satellite imagery. You need to get that nose down now. I apologize in advance. This is going to be a little rough. Just mustard. Just mustard. That wasn't as rough. It sounded worse than it was. 50, 40, 30, 10. But we caught it right at the end. Yeah, that was almost bad. So what happened there? I went flaps final because I was getting dangerously close to
popular destination for golf enthusiasts. Thank you for flying with us today.
Airspeed stall.
Please remain seated until we have reached our final
Just getting into the yellow. So I decided to go flaps final. And that pushed me way too high over the localizer.
7:01 p.m.
Autopilot is not on. You're not on. Thank you.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, exit at Bravo 3 if able, contact ground on 120.3.
Oh shit, I exited the wrong side. Bravo 3 if able, citation 8 Romeo Alpha.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, hold short of runway 18, CRJ 9 on a 1 mile final.
Yeah, anyway, about that. I'm not going to get to parking. As you probably heard, Mrs. Hammerlane has dinner ready. So we're going to go do that. It was very fun flying today. Thank you very much. And I look very much forward to seeing you next time.